and I was on there for like 35 minutes, and because I'm just really tech slow, and I'm so sorry, and so
No
this stuff
worries, no
confuses me.
worries.
So I normally ask my wife for that. Anyways, enough about me. So Spotify approached you guys last summer, and you guys turned down their offer or proposal or whatever. For real?
Well, yeah, so, and I have emails to prove it, but basically, their acquisition team approached us. They wanted to have a discussion. We decided to not really engage because we'd also heard some things that they will talk to you for 6 months, try and get all your secrets, and basically uh, try and copy whatever you're doing, and then not go forward with anything. So I heard that from several independent sources. Um, and we're not at a stage where it makes sense to sell the company. Like if we did, it would probably be, somewhere between 10 and 30 million. And like, that's not really, doesn't really make sense to do that at this point because we have the potential to build a multi-billion dollar company. And so there's absolutely no reason to go down the road of opening our chamber of secrets for Spotify and tell them exactly how our business model works and how everything we're doing works so that they can easily rip off of it. So it was a competitive move to basically ignoring them. And but it is true that they did approach us with interest.
No
So yeah.
way. Oh wow,
um, yeah.
that's a huge man. You got those bragging rights, man. That's amazing. Okay, so appreciate you turning them down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Anytime.
okay, couple more questions, real quick questions. Now, I know that before we get to the big announcement and updates or and features, someone wanted me to ask you, Simon and Captain SpongeBob. I'm sure you know
Our
who they are.
big bull, our big bull whales.
They're, yeah, they're super big whales. So, Captain SpongeBob wanted me to ask. He said, "Hey, buddy, ask him if TuneFM will ever get a Shazam type feature built in a Shazam."
Yeah, I mean, like Shazam, we could integrate with Shazam and have our catalog available to be Shazammed. Yeah, I mean, that's actually a very simple thing. The thing is, if you're Shazam is like if you're listening to something from somewhere else, like on the radio, or you hear something in a bar, you want to know what song it is, and it pulls up basically a fingerprinting. So it'll listen to a small clip and match the audio wave with the library of audio waves. So part of what you mentioned earlier about MediaNet and the major label catalogs. So MediaNet was actually acquired since then by a company called Audible Magic, and it's the same thing at the end of the day. But they also do this fingerprinting, so it's a very easy thing to turn on. But it doesn't really make sense until we have the entire major label catalog also integrated. So basically, the goal is that everything that's on Spotify and Apple Music will be on TuneFM. Everything that's on SoundCloud, which is there's a 250 million song library on SoundCloud that's not on Spotify, will be on TuneFM. There's about 30 to 50 million songs on Spotify, Apple Music. The global catalog is probably well over 500 million songs, maybe closer to 1 billion songs. We want the global catalog. We want the 1 billion songs on TuneFM because we're really addressing the entire world because music is a universal language. And so there's no reason why we can't have music from, random villages in Africa or Australia or Latin America or anywhere in the world, in Asia, China, what have you, available for anyone to listen to, and listeners from those places to listen to American music that they can't access. So right now it's like each country is licensed its own small catalog, and so if you get Spotify in one country versus another country, it's a different set of music, which is crazy to me. Um, You
Yeah.
know, there's French music streaming platform. There's a Brazilian music streaming platform. There's all these different things. There's African ones. There's Asian ones. There should just be a global music streaming platform because,
That's so
you
cool.
know, music from around the world.
You're gonna have just one platform. Just have you'll be the internet of music.
Yeah, yeah. We're the global music streaming platform, and the Jam is the global currency for music. So, you know, and because you can get music from anywhere, like, for example, my uncle used to collect folk music for whatever country that he traveled to. He would buy the cassette tapes at the time and then CDs of the local folk music. And he sees thousands and thousands of these cassettes and from all different countries around the world. None of this music anyone's ever heard before. But this is the real folk music, the real music of the people, right? The local music, the sound. None of that's been commercialized. None of it's been recorded beyond like what somebody did in their, you know, in their house or whatever, and on a cassette. And so there's so much music out there that we don't even know about. We don't even know exists. What we're given these days is such a limited selection that TuneFM is really the global catalog. We want to address the global catalog and be a global platform for all the music in the world. So that requires us to take a hybrid approach. We have the self-service approach where anyone can upload like we have now. And then we work with labels, and we work with distributors, and we work with bigger labels, and we have several labels on the platform. We have a bulk uploading system, which we create all the profiles automatically and everything, a centralized wallet for the label, the rights holder. And with MediaNet, it basically gives us access to the entire, or Audible Magic, the entire licensed catalog that's on Universal, Sony, Warner, what have you. And then the Orchard as well is integrated there, where there's about 40,000 independent labels and all their music. And so, you know, there's a way that we'll pay them whatever streaming royalties that they're owed. But the reality is that the listeners and are paying up to 10 to 100 times more in Jam to artists. And so there's the artists and the rights holders could hypothetically earn orders of magnitude more money for their music if they accept Jam. So basically, we, at some point of scale, we will switch over from the blanket license that they have to a more custom deal with each one of these things. But, you know, hopefully in the next few months or before the end of this year, we will have all the music that's on Spotify will also be available on TuneFM, and plus millions more songs from around the world. So it'll be a true global music marketplace.
Wow. That's amazing. It's still okay. So the
fingerprinting real quick. The Shazam thing comes with that. It's just part of the tech stack. It's an easy feature to turn on at that point. So that's when we'll do that.
You hear that, Captain SpongeBob? Okay, he said he heard your prayers. He heard your okay. So Jam is sitting at I believe at 1.2 million dollar market cap. Well, coin market cap said like 800,000, but I don't think they've updated that. I think so. Let's say to be safe, it's under 2 million. And so reading your what your vision is, signing labels. So I think it's. I'm glad. I'm glad that you turned down the Spotify offer, and then because it brings a lot of peace in our hearts. So just wanna finish reading what the goal is, and if you can share any announcements or special features. I don't want to say any of them because I know you would say it perfectly than probably anyone could, being the co-founder. So on page 32, this is TuneFM's goal. Our goal is to become a household brand that epitomizes music, authenticity, and taste making. Our footprint will extend beyond the web to be in every phone, TV, living room, cafe, and VR headset. VR. Millions of artists around the world will be made whole through fair compensation via cryptocurrency that is proportional to the quality of their art and response by fans. Many artists will find an income stream that enables them to pursue a life in music and focus on their art rather than be shackled by the economics of a failing music industry. Music will once again resume its role as the most important and stickiest form of media that generates the most money for its creators. Now, people confuse ignorant. I was one of them. I made a lot of mistakes, confusing. I used to if you watch some of my first videos, I used to say, but mistake number one was infinite supply. Oh, infinite supply, this and that. I don't know, guys, infinite supply. But then Ken Anderson set me straight. He said no. And he did it live in the interview. And then later on, he explained it. So I'm like, oh, okay. So infinite supply is good. And he said Ethereum, like you said, is infinite. So that set me straight. Now, the next thing, okay, right here, your goal, NFTs. They're not JPEGs. Now, you share a special feature how the utility of NFTs in tunefm will be key. What are they?
Absolutely. So I like to say that we're building a global music marketplace, or a global music economy, right? And so part of an economy, you have markets, you have various goods and services. You have an underlying currency, you have underlying commodities. So it's like in the US, the American economy, let's just say as an example, we have US dollars, then we have the price of oil, we have the price of electricity, we have the price of milk, and then we have individual items. There's art that you can buy, there's you can buy nice furniture, you can buy anything, right? All these different things. You can buy experiences, you can buy Disney World ticket, whatever it is. Go to a concert. So in the music economy that we're building, the analogy is our underlying currency is jam. So everything is priced, sold, bought, denominated in jam. So jam is the global reserve currency for music, essentially. And music is global, and it will basically, you can convert jam into any local currency. So whether it's US dollars, British pounds, pesos, what have you, Chinese yuan, whatever you need. And because there's a lot of local currencies, and we want one global currency just for music that can actually do micropayments for music streaming. So you think about music, what's the most important thing is listening to it, also known as streaming. So the act of listening to music is like energy in the economy. It's like the price of oil, the price of electricity, So the price per stream, or price per minute of streaming, right now it's around 50 jam per minute, or maybe it's 20 jam or 100 jam per minute. That's like the price of oil, basically, which impacts everything. If that goes up, other things go up. That goes down, other things go down, and whatnot. And then, while that's the main commodity, essentially music stream is the main commodity, you have all these other goods and services within the music economy. You have, access to artists. You have that's where the NFTs come in. So the NFTs are all the other goods and services that you can purchase, sell, and trade within the music economy using Jam. So, of course, you can use Jam to listen to music. You can use Jam to promote music. And we'll have many more use cases for Jam within the platform. But you can also use Jam to buy these NFTs. And so what we've done is we've gone way beyond profile picture JPEG NFTs. That's the simplest form of NFT. It's a JPEG on IPFS attached to a token ID, right? What we've done is utilizing the Hedera token service. So the first thing is that these are true native tokens that are, not smart contract tokens. So they're just as robust. A one-of-one Hedera token has a lot of the same properties as, say, the JAM token or HBAR. It's using all the same code, HBAR, JAM, and NFTs. It's 99% of the same code with different parameters, different options, different ways to set them. So with NFTs, you can do 1-of-1, you can do 10-of-10, you can do 100-of-100. You can also group them together in a drop and have a multi-tier drop, which is unique on our platform. So it's like a meta collection. A collection is a single token ID with different serial numbers with a supply. We're saying you can package together and bundle multiple token IDs, each with a different supply. So you can do a 1-of-1, 10-of-10, 100-of-100. And the JAM OG drop is an example of that. It's a 3-tier drop. And each one of those tiers or tokens can be multi-file, multimedia NFTs. So you can, also have the JPEG, but you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have music, you can have video, you can have ebooks, you can have all these different types of files, animations. So you can have a music video, you could have beautiful graphics, album art with all the liner notes. You could have, and an entire album as a single NFT. So cool. A true full album experience. You could even include the vinyl and the t-shirt and a concert ticket and a backstage pass as part of the unlockable perks. So if you buy this NFT, you're entitled to those things. And then use this discount code to have us ship you the, the t-shirt, the poster, what have you. You could have different tiers of merchandise, different perks. Here, the top tier, you could potentially have a meetup with the artist, dinner with the artist, backstage pass. So think of it like the way that music is distributed in real life. You have a full album, you have album art, you have notes, liner notes, all kinds of things, inserts, whatever. You have a music video that goes with it. You have maybe an animation or some sort of artwork that goes nicely with it. You have a show that you're going to play this music at, and then you have a poster about the show, and then you have a t-shirt about it. All these things can be put into a single NFT on tunefm. No other platform in the world can do that. So multi-file, multimedia, multi-tier drops with token-gated unlockable perks, and we built our own protocol to do that. So it literally encrypts the locked content. And we've just launched also locked media, so you can include, other, like, literally upload files, songs, pictures, videos as part of the locked content too. That's a new thing. And so there's so many things that you can do. So we wanted to build like the most robust music collectible marketplace. So whether you call it NFTs or not, tokenization is a tool for artists to really monetize their super fans. And so we stopped using the word NFT. It's called collectibles. You can call it experiences, whatever you want. We want to appeal to the non-crypto natives, the music fans. And we want to enable artists to monetize their super fans. So they could sell a single, they can sell an album, they can sell VIP experiences to a very limited number of people. They can put it up for auction. So when I talk to artists, I like to have this thought experiment, which is essentially, what is the highest value thing you could possibly offer a single fan? Like, think of the most crazy experience ever. So let's take Jay-Z and Beyonce as an example. So if I were to ask Beyonce, what is the highest value thing? She said, well, you could do a private concert, potentially for them, their family, their friends. Can do, let's put that private concert on a super mega yacht in Monaco or whatever, and have private jets fly them in and get to hang out with us for a day, have dinner with us and become our friend and all these different things, and have all these other celebrities there and whatnot. You think about like the craziest experience that a multi-millionaire or billionaire would pay $10 million for, right? Like, this is something, it's a priceless experience that money can't buy. But on our marketplace, you can buy it because those artists can offer those experiences in a very limited way, in a very secure way. A 1-of-1 experience or 10-of-10, put it up for auction and let the market speak for itself. So we're working with dozens and dozens of A-list celebrities and artists to put these types of experiences on the TuneFM marketplace. So whether it's a super high-level multi-million-dollar experience or a $10 NFT to get some cool media and digital assets, everything in between, we're creating a global music economy with many goods and services, everything bought, sold, traded, priced, and denominated in Jam.
Dang.
So that's where NFT utility comes in, to answer your question. I'm being a bit long-winded today.
That's out of this world, man. That's so one NFT. It can have the video of the experience, what you described, the lunch or dinner, and it can have future perks, giving them permission for future perks, an album, a music album, and all of that packed in one NFT.
Yeah, so you can pack as much or as little as you want. You can even do a single profile picture, a single JPEG NFT, sure. You can do a single song. Then you can do an album. You can do an album plus a music video. Then you could add on other files and animations and artwork. Then you can add the unlockable perks with the experiences. So with any unlockable perk, you can add whatever experiences you want. So you can add tickets, you can add merchandise, you can add real life experiences. So if you package that all together, to answer your question, the answer is yes. In a single NFT, you can put all this stuff together and it's all baked into that token's metadata. And it's unlockable if you're the token owner. So it's token gated, unlockable perks, and multimedia, multi-file NFTs. Multiple songs, multiple files, artwork, video, whatever. Everything. All in one. It's the only place in the world you can do that.
This is just insane, man. Like, okay, that's I'm glad I bought Jam, and I am glad I'm gonna keep posting more podcasts, just so you know, on Jam, and I'm trying to give it. I know I'm just a itty bitty grain of sand in contributing. I know it doesn't do much. I'm trying to give it somewhat of an exclusivity, posting the full pod. I'm sorry, I'm in my office right now. If you hear the helicopter, it's because okay. And so I want to make the podcast interview free, and be the first podcaster. I'm so glad, and give that that exclusivity, and then whoever wants to watch the full videos, they can watch it like a week later or something. I'll post it later. But I want them to go through Jam first, so people can ask questions, and people can see that, because there's still a lot of traditional view and traditional minded people that see crypto as a scam, or they're very limited, only go by what they hear. But this crypto music boss, I should call it, of a company of yours, I believe that they need to open their mind, and the only way they can open their minds is to push them. To push them to test it, see for themselves. So, okay, thank you so much, Andrew. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you have a plan. Really, I was expecting, again today to be like, to not work out, because I'm like, I don't know how a CEO is gonna make time for a small fry like me. To let me interview.
No,
I wasn't even gonna be sad. I was already like expecting.
Well, it's always good to set the bar low and have the expectations be exceeded. But I'm watching everything. I see everything in the whale group. I'm seeing the videos. I appreciate your support. I want to provide the time to those who care about what we're doing, who are invested in what we're doing, and also understand what we're doing and want to learn more. So, as long as it's a good audience, I know everyone watching your videos are either Jam whales or they're very interested in learning more about Jam. So I think it's a great place. Happy to help you out. And, everyone who says crypto is a scam, sure, there's plenty of scams in the world. There's scams with dollars. There's scams with crypto. And there are a lot of crypto scams. And it's really the scammer who's the problem. If there's not crypto, use another tool. They'll scam you with an in-person event. They'll scam you online. They'll scam you programmatically. Crypto is just a tool. And so there's good people and there's bad actors in every situation using all the different tools. You can get scammed with your credit card, literally. But there's also great companies and there's great people building great things on all these tools and all these services. And that's what all that really matters, that crypto and NFTs are a tool to enable and unlock new capabilities using new technologies. And we're trying to utilize crypto, blockchain, distributed ledger technology, NFTs, tokenization, and Web3 at large to unlock the value in the music industry that's been a really closed, gated, sort of locked down, broken industry in many ways, totally woefully under monetized. And we want to do that so we can help artists basically get the power back in their hands to be able to monetize and make a career off their music, no matter how big or how small they are, and really to empower artists to do what they love, which is make music. So that's really where we're coming from and why we're doing what we're doing. And, crypto is just a super powerful tool that's making this possible. So if it was called something else, we'd use that. It is what it is. We're going to use what we can find that will help us do what we want. And that's the bottom line at the end of the day.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And by the way, I know I didn't make I didn't disclose the my usual liability release phrase, but this video is not financial advice. This video is meant for entertainment purposes only. Please, if you want financial advice, seek a financial advisor and invest your own money at your own risk. Please do your own research. And Andrew Antar, thank you so much for taking the time. And you have a great day, and everyone have a great day.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna
talk soon.
See you, man. Thank you.
Bye.